So you know what? I was just sitting here in my cesspool of moist ointment when I realized, I have not actually made a video since I've been gone. So guys, I decided to tell you guys one of the worst stories that have ever happened to me in my life. It's the story of when I had the most pain I've ever experienced in a short amount of time. And so this is my first time I've actually been recording since I got back from camp, which was a week ago. More than a week ago, and all the videos that I actually uploaded were from 6 weeks ago, so I just pre-recorded all of them as I told you guys. But anyway guys, let's get right into this story. This story is the most painful experience I've ever had in my life. My name is ForeverElite, and let's get started. So I was about 8 or 9 at the time, so it was about 7 years ago. I'm currently 16, gonna be 17 in about 10 days, which is pretty hype. But anyway, so I was about 8 or 9, and I was like, hey, Mom, I really need some new shoes. Can we go and try to look for some new shoes? She's like, yeah, we can go do that. And so I was like, okay, let's go get some new shoes. And we went to a sporting goods store, and oh my goodness, what did I see on the wall? I saw Heelys. Now, Heelys are those shoes with the wheels and the heels so that you can skate around on your feet. And honestly, just hearing that spells out disaster. But it's these shoes, and inside the heel, the very back of your foot, are these wheels that you can go around on and skate around. And I kind of found out that grocery stores were the best because they had amazingly smooth floors, and it was the best place to ever skate on these Heelys things. I'll throw a picture up right here if you guys want to see what they look like. But anyway, so it was a fateful day. I decided to walk with my mom because we often walked around the neighborhood together and just talked about our days and what's going on and late stuff. So I'm walking around with my mom, and I'm like, okay, hey, I guess I'll just wear my Heelys so I can kind of Heely around the neighborhood. So we were going around, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna zip a little bit far ahead. I want to see if I can try to beat my mom to this bush. So I Heely around, and I get there, and what I see is this hill. It's not that big of a hill, but it's still a decent amount where you could actually get some decent speed, I guess. So here I am. I'm at the top of this hill, and my mom is walking behind me, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go down this. I'm gonna go as fast as I can and see if I can get to this certain area without slowing down whatsoever. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a good idea, flawless idea. Don't have any doubts in my mind that anything's gonna go wrong, and I go. So I'm going down. I'm like, yeah, this is pretty sweet. I'm going really fast, and I was like, I kind of feel like I'm gonna eat it right now. So I'm like, all right, I guess I kind of just have to prepare myself now because I feel like I'm just gonna get destroyed. I predicted it. Yep. So I'm going down. I'm basically Speed McGee right now, and I go down, and there was in this sidewalk a perfectly placed pebble. Now, to keep in mind, this is a 4-foot wide sidewalk. It's enough for 2 people to walk side by side. My 1-inch wheel that happens to be in my foot, it's 1-inch wheel. It's out of 4 feet. There's this little pebble perfectly placed on the ground, and my freaking wheel runs right over it, and it jams my wheels, and the wheels begin to lock. And so what happens when you have a locked wheel? Well, it jerks me off my feet, and I basically know that I just got completely wrecked. So I'm like, okay, I'm midair. I'm like, I lived a good life. There's nothing left for me to live for now. And what happens next is gravity does its final job, and I completely smash my face into the pavement. So I hit it mouth first. My 2 front teeth are instantly shattered, and my glasses are basically completely scratched to the point where I can barely see out of one eye. And yeah, so my teeth are all basically shattered, and I'm bawling my little eyes out. My mom runs down to see what happens, and she just sees this little 8 or 9-year-old kid just lying on the ground, and it's not fun. Let's just say that it was probably some of the harshest pain, but that has nothing to compare about what happens next. So fast forwarding, I go to the dentist, and he tells me that it's infected. Oh, yes, just what I needed, and it needs a double root canal. Okay, a double root canal. So what does that mean? That means they dig into your freaking tooth root and then kill it, and they replace it with something else, like an artificial root, and they do this with surgery. So I'm like, okay, I have no idea what a root canal is, but here we go. So I went around telling everyone that my teeth were infected, and I thought it was really cool to be infected because I was recently playing Halo 3, and we were playing the infected game mode. I'm like, yeah, you guys better watch out. I'm infected. I might just try to come get you all. So I go, and I'm telling everyone this, and then it's time for me to go to this dentist that has specialty in root canals. Now I go to him and we start the procedure. Now I'm just gonna call this guy Dr. Troll. Yeah, okay. Dr. Troll here. He's like, hey, welcome to the office. Let's get you started. And basically we start. And so it starts to sting a little bit. I'm like, you know, I got a little bit of those tears falling down my cheeks, and it's starting to get a little bit painful. But then all of a sudden, holy crap, it gets insanely painful with about 1 second in between. It's felt like he took a hole puncher for paper and put it on my tooth and frickin' snapped my tooth half. So it felt like, oh my gosh, like those little hole puncher things that you use to like cut holes in paper. It feels like he put that on my tooth and just put this hole in my tooth, and it hurt so freaking bad. And so I'm like, I literally start screaming now, and I cried so hard and was screaming so hard. He's like, Dr. Troll, hey, kid, be quiet. People are gonna think that someone's being murdered in here. I'm like, oh, gee, Dr. Troll, thank you so much for letting me know about that. You know, you're just telling this 8-year-old kid that stop crying because it sounds like someone's getting murdered in here. Okay, cool, thanks, dude. Thanks for nothing. You know what? Screw you. So when all things were said and done, they gave me free movie tickets as kind of like a little peace offering, so I wouldn't sue them. No, I didn't sue them, but like when I left, everyone on that floor was like looking at me like in a concerned manner. They're like, is that the kid that sounded like he was getting murdered in that room? Gee whiz, I think it was. Oh my gosh. So I came back. I had to do another appointment just to get like some finalizing stuff done because I literally just could not handle myself. So I came back and I had it finished, which still hurt, but it just wasn't as bad. And after the entire thing was done, this is kind of disgusting, but after he told me that there was about a tablespoon of infectious liquid in there. In one tooth, there was a whole frickin' tablespoon. It's just, holy crap, that's crazy. That's a whole lot. So here I am. I'm just carrying around, currently in modern day, I'm carrying around these 2 fake teeth that are in my mouth right now. It's just a little testament to everyone that, don't buy frickin' Heelys, okay? Because you just might go on a pebble and you get your face smashed in and your teeth are going to be completely destroyed, and then you're going to have Dr. Troll come in and tell you not to cry so much because it sounds like you're getting murdered, and then everyone's going to be thinking that you are actually being murdered, and then your entire life gets changed because you have these 2 fake teeth in your mouth, and you know how that happened because you got completely destroyed by 1 frickin' pebble. So yeah, guys, don't buy Heelys. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this. This has been the first video I've done in about 6 weeks, so if my commentary was not that great, that is why I have not been able to make videos for quite a while. Guys, expect a camp video in the future, and I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in a brand new video. Bye-bye.